I'm just feeling some type of way this first Sunday in November. A lot of heavy stuff is going on around the world, right here in our own country as well. We have a humanitarian crisis in the Middle East. We have a humanitarian crisis on the continent of Africa that is steady and consistent, even though we don't talk about it as much as we need to. We have a humanitarian crisis going on right here in this damn country. Heavy times. And then we got people who are actively elected who do not have the intestinal fortitude to turn this shit around. And it is just that, what I said. And this morning, in the New York Times, there's an article, this snapshot in time about a poll that just came out showing that former President Donald J. Trump is ahead of this current president, Mr. Biden, in about 5 key states. And if that wasn't enough, here is the highlight of that article. The part that everybody should be paying attention to is that the Black community in particular in those states are going for Mr. Trump by about 22%. The authors of this article even went as far as to say they've never seen anything like it on the Republican side in modern history. Now, I know this might not be a I told you so moment, but it is a I told you so moment. And not just me, but other folks tried to warn these arrogant ass neoliberals that what is happening in the streets is not what is happening in their bubble. That people are suffering in this country and they sick and tired of being sick and tired, to quote the great Fannie Lou Hamer. They're just tired of it. And the Black community in particular is the canary in the coal mine. Been tired of it. But here we are. And I can't wait to hear the type of spin that's going to happen. But, how they going to try to spin this? Tell Black voters they got it wrong, or they just don't understand, or they just don't know how much this administration has done for them. Well, in the immortal words of Miss Janet Jackson, what have you done for me lately? The callous indifference to the suffering of not just Black people, yeah, in particular. The marginalized, struggling people all over this country and all over the world is catching up with these neoliberals. And if this don't wake them up, I don't know what will. Hell, I'm not holding out hope that they're going to wake up, because they're going to try to spin this. But there is no spin in this. People are tired. And, my maternal grandmother had a saying. She had many sayings that I've shared with many of you over the years. But this one right here, you can put truth in the river 5 days after lie. But truth gonna catch up. And the truth is catching up. That was grandma. Truth is catching up in so many ways. What are we doing? Innocent people are being just snuffed out in Gaza. People in this country and all over the world are saying, we over it, do something. And this president and this administration have the pure, unadulterated gall to turn a blind eye to it. And so it's no wonder, with the way that they are comporting themselves, that the ripple effect is happening in real time. And I tell you this, sisters and brothers and family and friends and frenemies too, none of us are going to be unscathed. All of us are going to have to answer to these crimes against humanity that are happening in real time in the Middle East, happening in real time on the continent of Africa, happening in real time right here in our own country. Just having a moment. And I don't ordinarily share moments like this on social media, but just feeling some kind of way right now. And I'm sure many of you are as well. I do believe that hope springs eternal. But we need some action behind that hope. Yeah. You know, the great novelist James Baldwin once said that not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced. We got a lot of things to face. We got a lot of things that we need to work on changing.